Hey, it's Sydney and welcome back to another episode of Lakeside in Focus. Today we're going to take a look at the amazing staff we have here at Lakeside. Let's check it out. Here at the primary, all of our teachers go above and beyond for their students. Let's take a look at a teacher who has made such a big impact on Lakeside.
She's just an inspiration to everyone around her.
She is the most loved, respected, admired, dedicated person I believe I've ever known.
I can't imagine Lakeside School without her.
I teach kindergarten at Lakeside Primary, Go Rams. I have been teaching for 41 years, 31 of which are here at Lakeside Primary. I started out after I graduated from Henderson with my master's in early childhood education. Took a few years off with my own son and love it more now than I ever have.
Miss Robertson was actually one of the first people that I met whenever I came here. Mr. Bledsoe was introducing me to the staff, and he told me that she was someone that I would really want to get to know because she was a superstar, and he was very correct.
When I think of Miss Robertson, one of the first things that I think of is that little black car here in the morning, because if you're going to beat Miss Robertson to work, you got to get here pretty early. Her dedication to her job, it's not just a job, it's a mission with her. And her being here to take care of her kids is definitely her goal and her dream in life.
I love what I do. I love getting here in the morning. I have always been a morning person. I love curriculum. I love working on my lessons and getting them ready. And then when I get here in the mornings, I like putting them together because I like pretty lessons. I want to extend them so the children are excited and I'm excited, and that way we both keep learning.
How she keeps going after 31 years plus of teaching kindergarten, and the love that she has for the children and for the love that she has for what she does, I admire greatly.
You learn something new every day. They bring something new to the game. You don't even have to search for it. It just comes. They just give it to you. They're fresh, they're excited, they want to learn. They think you're the best thing that has ever happened to them.
Miss Robertson is just so fun to work alongside because she has the biggest heart. She loves her children and Lakeside more than anyone that I have ever met. The neatest thing about Miss Robertson is that she always has a quest for learning, and she always wants to know more and do more and be at the top of her game all the time.
Her being here has not only been an inspiration for her kids, because I see that same thing in her kids. They track their days that they're here. They make it a big deal. She makes it a big deal about tracking their own attendance, but then they see that in her. She models that. But I think it's even bigger than that. I think she models that for the other staff as well, that they see the importance of coming to work, because you can always count on Miss Elizabeth being there in the room.
That passion that she has and that drive that she has makes us want to be better teachers that we are.
This is where I want to be. I want to be teaching my children, and I want their families to know that they're their babies, their children, are here with me and safe and secure and learning every day.
I remember when Miss Robertson was my kindergarten teacher. Now we're going to take a look at a story on one of our custodians and how big their heart is for Lakeside.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Don't fall. There you go. Big bottle. There you go. Good morning. Good morning.
Ron Clark has been in education for 35 years and has spent his last 16 years at Lakeside as a custodian. Even though he retired in 2017, he still comes to volunteer and open car doors at the primary every morning.
Hi, I'm Ron Clark. I'm a Lakeside primary volunteer and enjoy it very much.
Well, for him to come back even after his retirement and donate his time because he misses the kids, it really shows who he is as a person and his love of the students.
I always tried to strive to help the kids as much as I can. It was always a good feeling to the kids to say, "Guess what, Mr. Ron?" And I said, "What?" And they'll tell me something that they did. And I'd say, "Oh, that's awesome." And the glow and the smile on their face would just make me smile too, because somebody listened to them to something that they accomplished.
He had a habit of always coming up and drawing smiley faces with the ketchup on my boys' burgers, and for some reason that made them eat it better. So he just has a way to get through to the kids in a special way that he does, and I really appreciate that as a new mom, having a kid in the primary.
Yeah, it was always a great place to be. So it was one thing I look forward to getting up to every morning, is coming to work over here.
I would notice that he was so welcoming to the kids, and I just loved him.
But I still love this place. You know, people says, "I thought you retired." I said, "I did, but I just come out and volunteer."
I think that he is part of the glue that holds the school together. I think that when he is no longer volunteering and he decides to finally just hang it up and travel the world, I think there's going to be a large void in the primary.
Good morning. Thank you. You're welcome. Good morning. Where's hey, buddy. You give me 5? Okay, there we go. You're welcome. Have a good one.
Man, Mr. Ron really knows how to brighten our students' day. Now we're going to take a look at how caring the counselors are here at Lakeside.
When we were 8, how could we have ever known that he put us together for a reason that would become something very special 30, 40 years down the road?
From 4th grade to Facebook, connections strengthen when friends are in need.
Laura and Stacy were childhood friends.
During August 2018, Laura shared on Facebook she was in need of a kidney. Many of Laura's friends had already reached out, but were not a match. Following her journey, Stacy Newell reached out.
I was a match, and I knew that I would be. That day when we did our pre-op blood work, there was one area of concern. I think something was off with a liver count of some sort. And so they called me back, and we almost had to postpone the surgery. And that's the one moment that I completely freaked out, and I get emotional about it. It would have broken my heart to not be able to do that for her, especially the day before she was supposed to get the kidney. So yeah, I was scared of not getting to do it. So I think that's kind of unique. Most people would be really scared of it. There was never a moment through all of this process from September to December, there was never a moment that I had a doubt. There was never a moment that I had a fear.
In December 2018, the surgery was successful, and now a 4th grade teacher isn't the only thing they have in common.
And then from there, I had a few ups and downs, but it's working really well now.
We call my kidney Little Stacy, and so Little Stacy is still working.
I'm just so thankful to her, thankful to God for putting us in the places we were for it to happen, and just so proud that she has always been a friend of me and always been a strong person and always had strong convictions about her faith and her faith in what she was doing for me. I mean, it's an amazing story.
But we're not finished. I think that's the best part. It is a start to finish story, but we're not finished.
We are so lucky to have such great staff with us here at Lakeside. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.